here's the thing. Okay, preface this. I've already seen this video.
Disclaimer.
Okay.
I've
I've already seen the video. We've already seen where this, what she's reacting to has already been from.
Have we seen?
That's not a surprise.
Did we do 45? Or was it just?
I think we did.
Did
or,
we do 45?
Or this might have been one of the ones we watched when
outside
I introduced.
the channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, but
I mean, regardless, it's a Harry Mack thing, so it doesn't matter. It's still going to be.
Yeah. So I left a comment on this video, and I said we will be putting this on our channel, okay? Because guys, my mind was fucking blown.
I'm very excited. All right, let's get this. Let's do a thing.
Welcome back. 307 Reacts. I'm Chris. This is Matt.
All scripted. We have a teleprompter running behind the camera where our team of editors is sitting, and they're all behind desks and just waiting for us to transmit video and audio to them.
Laughing at us.
Wondering where their paychecks are, and we don't have any answers for them. We just have to apologize every month.
Hey, look, man, this year, okay, I went from $23 a year last year to $24 a year this year.
Boom.
$24 a year, bro.
That's
and
gains,
here's the thing,
dude.
if I refinance my cardboard box I'm living in, I could maybe get a scooter.
Gains.
2022
is coming up. All 307 Reacts. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm Matt. That's Chris. You guys are the best goddamn audience on the internet. How's it going, everybody? We got a special one today. This is going to be kind of wild. We're doing Brain Doctor Reacts to Harry Mack, the neuroscience of freestyling on Omegle Bars number 45.
Yes.
That's a mouthful. I don't know who this Brain Doctor neuroscientist
This is the only video I've seen from her.
Okay.
So, like, I definitely, on my own time, going to take a dive into her channel. But I think this is important because on our channel, we do cover a lot of people who do this, like Ryan Upchurch, right, in his ideas. He just went into the studio, and whatever came to his mind is what he put out. Harry Mack does it on Omegle every day.
The same can be said. For any instrumentalist like what we're about to do for the Billy Wilkins cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have an idea for how the song goes, but when we go to record it, we're going to have all the drums mic'd like a lot of drummers do. We're going to have all the drums mic'd, and it's going to be a record, and what I play over there is what gets laid down.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have anything written out. I don't have any staff music playing. I just know the choreography of the song, and I kind of know where the pauses are and things like that, and I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
You know, like that kind of a thing, but on a breakdown from someone who's like very, very
studies the brain,
educated on this kind of a thing. Yeah, like this is gonna be wild. So
yeah, I'm so excited.
If you haven't subscribed to us yet, now would be a great time to do it. I know there's about 69,000% of you out there that have not subscribed to us yet. This would be a fantastic time for you to jump on board. It doesn't cost you anything. All you got to do is hit that red button down there that says subscribe, and literally that does everything for us. That pays us. That makes it able for us to make more content for you guys. That buys foam for our walls. If you guys don't know anything about that, or our lights or anything like that, watch our previous episodes. Our lighting setup used to be, watch episode 2. It's awful. Yeah. It's horrible. It's like shot on the desk, and like it's absolutely awful.
Oh, it's dog shit.
So because of the subscribe button, you guys we bought all this stuff, and we were able to do this. So do that for us, and we'll keep making content for you guys.
Absolutely.
Shall we get into it?
Let's get it.
Okay, here we go. Brain Doctor breaks down some Harry Mack. This is about to get real intricate and probably very scientific and way beyond any of our knowledge levels. So let's see what she has to say.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new around here, my name is Anna, aka Neurogal MD. I am a neurologist who loves to make videos about brain-related topics. In this video, we'll be talking about the neuroscience of improvisation. I'll be reacting to the incredibly talented freestyle rapper Harry Mack.
Well said.
We'll also delve into what happens inside the brains of people who can spontaneously generate artistic content, like Mr. Mack. For those of you who are not familiar with Harry Mack, check him out on YouTube. He is very talented and entertaining. And shout out to my subscriber Andreas for introducing me to Harry Mack and for suggesting that I react to one of his videos.
Okay. Where you at, Andreas?
Right there.
Where you at?
Right there, dude. That's an example of what I said earlier. You know,
Absolutely.
like shout outs to the subscribers because of you guys, we're able to find out new things. Like you guys stick with us. You watch our videos. You literally make it possible for us to create content. Like she didn't know this person existed, and then one of her subscribers was like, "Hey, you should check out Harry Mack."
This out.
She made a whole video about it. Like boom, right there. You know, and we make whole videos about the things you guys post in our comments as well.
Yeah.
I promise you guys, what's the one? Listen to the music from Home Free is coming. I promise. It's already recorded.
Yeah.
It's already out. It's already out.
Oh,
you've already seen it. You've already seen it. Except for the 69,000% that aren't subscribed. Okay, but yeah, anyway. So like this gives you ideas for content, things like that. Subscribe, please. Thank you.
Introducing me to Harry Mack and for suggesting that I react to one of his videos. Okay, let's get down to business.
Hey, what's up?
Yo, streamer! What's up, man?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
Yo, are you a streamer? What's the channel?
Oh, yo, I'll show you. But first, can I just demonstrate what I do?
What? Yeah.
Okay, I need your help, all right? So
he already had like 14 people sold.
Ready to subscribe. He just showed up.
All he was doing was sitting there.
How many of you? We got 6 people. If each of you, we got 7.
Oh my
We got
gosh.
7. All right, we're gonna try this. Oh, there's 8. God damn.
The rule of 8
Everybody
now.
on camera right now can give me one crazy random word, then I can show you what I do.
Okay. No. Chicken.
Chicken, binoculars, aerodynamics.
Bacon. Random words. Madagascar. Blasphemy.
Did you say bacon?
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let me review. Chicken, binoculars, aerodynamics, bacon, Madagascar, and blasphemy.
Yeah.
Jeez,
All right, check it out. Let's get it.
work cut out.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay. Check the way that I'm ripping, man. I got them all flipping. I leave rappers terrified. They be scared, they be chicken. Yeah, check the way I'm doing it. That freestyle guy. Word to chicken, word to birds, cause my lyrics too fly. I be coming off the tip of this and spitting the best. H-Mac, I cook you up just like a chicken breast. Yeah, I ain't got no time to kick it with these dumb word to chicken legs, I got rhythm like drumsticks. Mack on another level when I do
Facts,
my thing.
like actual
Improvise,
facts.
leave you fried, something like some chicken wings. Yeah, you think you on my level, problem is you not, boss. I'm spicy like some chicken wings up in the hot sauce. Follow along, killing the song. None of these rappers have heard me. Similar, but we be different. They be a chicken, I'm turkey. Bigger and better when I'm taking flight. Everything that I grab on the mic, just to recite, sounds like something you might sit down to write. But it's improvised constantly. I bomb MCs, I'm dropping
Look
words.
at her, dude.
Hey,
She's
yo,
like-
I'm seeing to a distance, no binoculars. Yeah, everything I'm spitting sounded hella dope. They couldn't see me even if they had a telescope. H-Mac, man, my vibe ain't never subtle. You in trouble. Couldn't see me if you was watching on the Hubble. Listen, I'm in another galaxy, another stratosphere. Breaking through the atmosphere, the dopest figure that was clear.
We're
Wait,
not even supposed to be reacting to his video. It's not fair. It's not even fair to her. I'm sorry, Anna. It's what is he? He goes binoculars, and then he goes telescope, and then he goes Hubble, and then he get like. And I'm excited to hear what she has to say, but I can't help but like just be blown away already. What is happening, dude?
Oh, dude, wild.
We got to get to her breakdown. We're getting there. I promise. Sorry. Come on.
Yeah.
I've said that before. A story, man.
So see, this speaks to his talent alone. Somebody who studies the brain, okay, can sit here and go, how?
Literally,
Like,
someone who studies the brain and
like-
how the brain makes connection and develops patterns. Someone sitting down, a neuroscientist, literally sitting down, going, "How is he doing that?"
like she understands the science behind like freestyling or creative thought,
The
right?
connections and the
Yeah,
processes.
But
that-
like the other, like, okay, how did he get from binoculars to Hubble? You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's such a clean, fluid, like,
the firing process going off in this man's brain, like if this were an
Has to be
engine,
just
like
ridiculous.
cylinders fire off at a certain rotations per minute, right? Crankshaft, all the thing happens so the things are firing off, right? That's I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But like it's kind of the same thing related to the human brain. I mean, he's just got this engine in his brain that is just I mean, it's like
just a V12 wrapped out at 12,000 RPM.
or like a
Let's
crotch
go.
rocket, you know?
Yeah.
Like think about like a 2-cylinder engine that's just fucking at 12,000 RPM. Just
Yeah.
like, I mean, he's just moving. The connections are happening so fast. You can't even see it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's wild. This is
wild.
insane.
There, I'm about to blast ya. I'm moving past ya. I make you gasp for air like asthma. I'm like NASA. I'm leaving the surface and living my purpose. These rappers is worthless. When I'm spitting, they be sweating, they nervous. I keep it going. Yeah, the Mack ain't never faking. Frying instrumentals like we cooking up some bacon. Every time I'm spitting, people
she
know
knew
we
it too.
getting
She was like,
damn, that smells good. Bacon is for breakfast. We got the eggs as well. I'm going over easy. Rappers trying to spit like me, but they do not please me. I'm so sick, I'm queasy. I'm about to vomit. I crack your planet with the comet. Mack is fully up on it. I keep it honest, that's a promise. Yo, I'ma keep on going when I blast bars. From LA to Madagascar. Hey, yo, you didn't think my brain could stretch that far. Hey, yo, I race around these tracks just like a NASCAR. Hey, yo, it has to be so. Y'all know we here to cause catastrophes. Actually, I'ma cause a casualty casually. I'm rolling with my faculties and utilizing faculties to smash MCs. Yeah, holler back, my G. That Mack MC be going deeper. You don't know what we on.
Stop.
Brand new lyrics is about to get spun. Hold up, Madagascar is what I heard, and now I'm trying to remember what was the last word. Hey, yo, I'm here for all of y'all. Somebody remind me. Oh, it's blasphemy. You should have asked for me. I did that whole scheme about casually causing casualties.
that's what I was gonna say. Damn it, dude. I was gonna say he had so much build-up to blasphemy, and he knew it. It was in there.
It was the E.
He
knew there was an E.
He knew it.
Like,
it was in his brain, but
Yeah.
he couldn't quite. Dude, that is insane.
Okay, before you go to the comments and go, blasphemy ends with a Y. It's a phonic sound.
He's not talking about the spelling. He's talking about the way it sounds. Blasphemy, you and me, he and she. That kind of thing.
Casually.
So, and when we're talking about creating and like that buffering process, you're thinking about that's one of the parts of the process is the phonic and what goes with E. You want something that rhymes that ends in E because she, he, we, the, all that stuff rhymes together. So you want to start, and he's just got a much deeper vocabulary, so he can come up with the words, much faster than me.
Damn, dude. Bars.
I'm trying to do what I can. I'm doing what I can over here, okay? We're right in the thick of it, okay? This is insane. Yeah, I'm very... and watching her reactions to it and knowing her accolades and shit, it's like, it's wow. Intriguing as hell. Let's keep going.
It's blasphemy. You should have asked for me. I did that whole scheme about casually causing casualties, and that should have come after, G. But now I'm working and you better know the scheme. It's H Mack. I be out here living my dream. Yeah, I grip up on the MIC and I create for y'all. How many people on screen? Shout to all 8 of y'all. Yeah, I know all around they world they heard me. Peace the homie with the basketball homie in red jersey. Yeah, I get loose when I free these flows. He got the Adidas jersey that says BMO. Harry Mack, I keep it moving when I'm rocking. They gon' get amped. Shout the homie leaning in, rocking the gray sweatpants. Hold up, and they be blown away by what I do for y'all. Then again, gray sweatpants applies to 2 of y'all. Hey yo, y'all know I live my dream with ease.
I'm just thinking about all these cognitive processes going on in his brain. He's incorporating all the words requested. He forgot the last word. Is able to ask the audience what the last word was and have it make sense within his rap, and then notices details about his audience and then corrects himself about the details. Like
Seriously.
He notices that 2 guys are wearing gray sweatpants instead of 1, and he's flowing. It all comes together.
He never stops.
And sounds amazing.
He never stops, dude.
This homie got his arm straight up leaned on the knee. Yeah, arm stretching across. I rack like a boss. Yeah, when they be coming to lyrics, you know that I never be taking no loss. I just go in, I'm going deep. When I be lyrically, y'all in a creep. I'm never cheap. All of these rappers, they claim that they flexing, but they hella weak. Listen, I'm off the tip of the dome, dropping these fly poems. Piece of the homie in the back up on the iPhone. What?
Oh, one guy just run out of the room.
He's just done. He's like, I'm going home, dude. I'm out.
That was incredible.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. What goes on inside the brain of a freestyle rapper like Harry?
I'm so excited for this. I don't know this format. I don't know her format, and I'm learning this as we go along. This is great. So she watched a video, and now she's like, here's what I just saw.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to look. You guys call us professionals all the time, and I thank you so much for that. I really do. I thank you so much. I am about as far from a professional anything as I could possibly get. I'm a professional fuck up on most things. I'm really good at fucking shit up. So,
what is it I always say? I can't think of it now that I'm on the spot. The I know a thing or two because I fucked up a thing or two.
That's what it is. Yeah, exactly. Like, I appreciate you guys for thinking that we are professionals. However, just because there's foam on the wall, anyone can buy this on Amazon. You just buy it and stick it on the wall, okay? Like, it's not a professional thing. So I appreciate it. We do have a little bit of that. We do have some experience, and I appreciate that. And we try and give you guys our experience we can. This is an actual professional about to speak on camera, okay? Yeah. So, like, she has the things, the credentials, and, like, listen to what she says because it'll all make more sense than what we're just over here like, I don't get how he's blah, 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 and I went to a show and saw a guy do a thing. Okay, listen to her. She's going to lay it all out for you, okay? Here we go.
Or any person who is able to spontaneously generate artistic content, be it a musician, a dancer, a figure skater, or even an improvisational comedian. Turns out that research has actually been done on this. Researchers have placed freestyle rappers and other experienced musicians in functional MRIs and scanned their brains while they were freestyling. They discovered that a major key to improvisation involves the dissociation between two major regions in the brain, the medial prefrontal cortex.
Okay, so first, before we get into the diagram here, the thing that blows me away is dissociation. You're disconnecting a connection that's normally there.
I've had one MRI in my life. And the MRI that I had, I wasn't allowed to move or basically breathe or exist. You're not allowed to exist in an MRI. You have to be completely still. They put on some music for you so you can basically fall asleep in the thing, which is impossible because it's sitting there going, So like I don't know what you want from me, lady. So so they did this while they were rapping. Yeah. How do you put someone in an MRI and have them be like, all right, freestyle,
so
baby,
it's a different machine. It's a functional MRI machine.
Okay. See, I don't know things.
It runs a little bit differently. Okay. I don't know the science behind it, but it's different.
Okay. So. All right. That makes more sense because I'm like, wait a second. I thought you have to be like, Brett, like you have to just be like super still. You're like,
I'd imagine
dead.
The functional one is like, okay, a regular MRI machine, a newer Gibson. Okay.
Gross.
Okay. A functional MRI machine, a really nice Schecter, brand new, out of the box,
CNC baby,
like
made in America.
Okay, probably costs a pretty penny.
Yeah,
but the thing
not
that
as
blows
much
my
as that
mind
Gibson doesn't even matter
is the word dissociation.
Yeah, so
because in my mind I'm thinking, dude, his head has to be hot from all of the stuff going on in his brain. They're like, no, they actually disconnect.
His brain is literally separating two parts of lobes, and she's talking about the prefrontal cortex, the part of our brain that separates us basically from being just
not quite
monkeys.
That.
Well, she said she mentioned it in there, I mean that's that's our cognitive.
So we're gonna back it up
brain.
10. We'll get into it.
While they were freestyling, they discovered that a major key to improvisation involves the dissociation between two major regions in the brain, the medial prefrontal cortex and the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex. Increased activity was found in the medial prefrontal cortex, a part of the brain responsible for motivation of thought and action. Decreased activity was found in the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, a part of the brain that plays a supervisory or self-monitoring role. Typically, our behavior is controlled by strong interactions between these brain regions. The medial prefrontal cortex sends signals to the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex, asking for permission to allow a certain action to play out. If the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex approves, this results in a human action. The dorsolateral prefrontal cortex allows for conscious supervision of behavior in order to ensure that actions align with inner goals, much like a strict parent who monitors a child's behavior to ensure it conforms to the rules.
Now, see, this is a diagram I can get behind.
Like,
okay,
hey,
this
don't
makes
be
sense.
stupid.
Yeah.
Don't do something dumb. I just got to check what you're about to do before you actually do that. And if it's a no-go, then we're gonna go ahead and not do that. So Harry Mack is shutting off the checkpoint. He's just turn off. Any action goes forward. We just cut out the middleman and just but still, it still doesn't make any sense. It's literally he's just doing reactive rapping.
Here's the thing. Have you ever played a show where at the end of the show you don't remember playing a specific song?
Oh,
right? Like you were playing
Most
the song,
shows.
you were just in the thing. Like you get to the end of the show, you're like, did we actually do that song?
I find that
dude,
to be like
number 3.
the cornice of the show. Like that's the height of the show. Is like that's usually when you don't remember what's going on because everything's going so well.
You know why?
Because you
made a disconnect.
You shut off the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Checks are run. Everything's good.
Yeah.
Sound guy stepped away from the board. Everything's fine. Don't do that, sound guys. Stepped away from the board. Everything's okay.
Just let her flow.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good analogy.
Like it literally that's what. And here's the only reason I know that, because there's been times when I've been writing, and Skulls brought this up, and I sent this video to Skulls.
Shit, I meant to say that in Blindsight. He kind of sounds like Skulls.
A little bit.
There you go, guys. I know you didn't. It's in the wrong video. Sorry.
Yeah, check out yesterday's video.
Anyways.
But Skulls, when they were interviewing Exhorter on the Elsewhere podcast, I don't remember if you were in the room or not, but Skulls asked Aaron, he goes, sometimes when you're writing music, does it feel like the pen just writes the song for you?
I was in the room for that part,
and he's like, you're not really having any content. The song just writes itself. Mm-hmm. That's this. The dorsolateral prefrontal cortex just shut down, and the creative process turned directly to action.
Another good analogy. Wow, yeah, that's true. Good examples, man. I like that. Yeah. Crazy. So we have sensibility of that. Harry Mack has control of that. Like we have a sense of that when we're songwriting. We get
like we felt that, but like we didn't know what was really going on.
Yeah, kind of like
to have it break down is like, hey, this is what happens when you feel that way. Is huge.
Like lucid dreaming, when you can control your dreams. You shut off the fucking.
That's a totally different.
Well,
thing,
it's like that's what we're talking about in like an onion layer of different complexities. But yes, crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
And now to think of that on his level of where he's just like, nah, shut off. We're just flying blind into whatever memories I have of words that build up and things like. Okay, let's keep going into the breakdown here.
To ensure that actions align with inner goals, much like a strict parent who monitors a child's behavior to ensure it conforms to the rules. However, during a creative process like freestyling, the interaction between the medial prefrontal cortex and the dorsolateral prefrontal cortex changes. The judgmental dorsolateral prefrontal cortex is shut down. This allows for ideas to flow out freely through the medial prefrontal cortex. This dissociated pattern results in a sort of altered state of consciousness in which spontaneous generation of artistic content can unfold in the absence of conscious control. This may explain why creative people feel as though their creative inspiration comes from an entity outside of themselves. This altered state of consciousness is often referred to as the flow state. Flow state is defined as the mental state in which a person is totally absorbed by something beyond the point of distraction. Time feels like it slows down, senses are heightened, and you are at one with the task at hand. As action...
Perfect example. That dude was like playing a solo on a guitar. Dude, playing a solo on a guitar. What a great example.
Yeah.
Because there's no... I mean, yes, people write their solos. Professional guitar players, all these songs that you've heard on the radio, those are written solos. But there are also, when you see live performances, those same songs from the same bands, when they play it live, they don't play it the same way. They play a version of it, so you recognize it with your ear. But then they play their own versions of shit. I saw OAR in concert in Jackson, and OAR will play. They'll take a 5-minute song that they have on an album, turn it into a 14-minute song with solos from every single band member. That's a really flow state. They literally the whole, and to see it connecting on a band level. Now that I'm thinking about those live shows that I've seen with OAR, like they six or seven people on stage that are all in flow state, watching each other do their thing, and like take turns doing solos. Wow.
Yeah.
Flow state, man. What a beautiful thing.
And here's the thing. It's not even like here's the thing. A lot of people would watch this video and go, wow, those people, man, they're so blessed with that gift. And it's not. It applies to every... Have you ever been, like... I know there's times I've been at work where I'm like, okay, I got to get this transmission pulled out. And I kind of fly through the process of just pulling a transmission and not even realize, like I've done it enough times. Obviously, there has to be practice, right? And she'll get to that. She mentions, like, it takes a lot of practice and stuff and knowing your instrument, where my instrument is a toolbox when I'm at work, okay? So... Like, I've done a Chevy transmission 1,000 times. Now when I pull one, Like, you could sit there and have a conversation with me. I don't remember the conversation. I don't remember pulling torque converter bolts. I don't remember pulling the starter out of the drive shafts or any of that. All I know is I get to the end, the transmission's sitting on the ground, and I go, well, time for lunch. Like, it's that flow state. It's that disconnect of, okay, we've done this 1,000 times, whatever. We're just going to shut off this part and flow it out.
Yep.
Like,
and that's how we forget to start OBS.
Yes.
We didn't forget it today. Everything's fine. But yes, that's also there's upsides and downsides to flow state, I think. You know, you get into a certain practice. Maybe that's a complacency. Maybe there's something, there's a different term for that. Yeah, so let's keep going.
Senses are heightened, and you are at one with the task at hand, as action and awareness sync to create effortless momentum. In a state of flow, your body and mind will know exactly what needs to be done without having to think about it. The thoughts and feelings that cloud our minds, such as stress, worry, and self-doubt, take a back seat. Now, in order to tap into creative, spontaneous flow, freestylers have to turn off the inner critic inside of their brain. But how exactly does one shut down that inner critic? Easier said than done. Here are a few methods that creatives can use to override an overbearing inner critic. Number 1, play. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we can't play. Western culture has beat into us that we have to be productive every moment of the day in order to be worthy. However, playing serves an important role in our neurological and psychological health. When we play, we activate brain regions that promote creativity, imagination, problem-solving skills, and open-mindedness. Number 2, morning pages. Another way to allow for free flow of information without the presence of an overbearing inner critic is to write first thing in the morning. This idea is taken from Julia Cameron's book, An Artist's Way. Writing 3 pages of longhand every morning immediately after waking up allows you to write from stream of consciousness. Parts of your brain, including the inner critic, are not yet fully awake enough to intrude into what the emotional and creative aspects of your brain have been processing throughout the night. By doing this, you are able to discover new connections and spontaneously generate creative ideas. Another way to minimize an overly critical dorsolateral prefrontal cortex is to boost your self-confidence with positive self-talk and imagery. This works especially well prior to any sort of high-pressure situation like a performance. A recent interview of Harry Mack reveals that he uses this tool to calm his inner critic before he performs.
First time I heard the Roots, so the first time I heard
So first off, before we get into this, shouts out to Knox Hill. Knox Hill is probably one of the best breakdown channels.
Oh, is that who? Oh, yeah. Okay, YouTube. He's up on the top left there. Okay, nice.
And then I Am Stevie Knight. His reactions.
Well,
I haven't watched either of their channels in a minute. Like, we've been busy building our own thing. But
Knox Hill's also a rapper, isn't he? Doesn't he have his own raps and stuff? So yeah. Kudos to him, man. You know, like he's got insight into what Harry Mack's talking about right here. So
I Am Stevie Knight, fantastic channel if you guys want to check him out. His reactions sometimes, oh my god, that blind that's behind him
gets destroyed.
There was one time he about ripped that whole thing off the wall. Okay, he leaned back in his chair all excited about something and just goes over.
I think I've seen some maybe Tom McDonald thumbnails from him where he's got like some crazy reaction going on to it or something.
Super great.
Let's see what Mack's got to say here.
Tool to calm his inner critic before he performs.
First time I heard the Roots, so the first time I heard Eminem, or just, these moments where it was just like, I'm never gonna touch that. Is how I felt back when I was in 6th, 7th grade. It's like these guys are like gods and superheroes. And so no matter how far I come, you know what I mean, that's still sort of locked in my brain.
I feel like, especially watching you, and it happens with me too, like we walk away from the mic, we have our insecurities, but once that beat comes on, it's all gone, isn't it? It's almost like a different sort of personality in person that is on that microphone.
100%. The only mindset that's going to serve you when you grab the mic to rhyme is, I'm the greatest MC on the planet.
Yeah.
That's the only mindset that's going to serve you, even if it's your first rap or your second rap ever, and you're definitely not. Even if you're not even dope, why would you be in any other mindset? When you touch that mic, it's like, you're the greatest on the planet.
That's big words.
Big facts.
Dude, that's way big words. And honestly, like inspiring words, like, even as someone who's gone through the ringer as a beginner and been in those stages and played the first shows and stuff like that, I would even say that like your first shows are gonna suck. You're gonna walk up to the mic and you're gonna feel about that tall. Like you're gonna feel shitty, and someone's probably gonna make you feel shitty, and it's you need to experience those kind of things. But man, from a positive perspective, like at the same time,
bitch,
that's
like,
the thing.
just,
like even if it's your first show ever, fuck the people watching you, man. Like roll into that bitch, grab the mic, strap your guitar up.
It's exactly like I told Mr. Ford when we played Hogfest last year. Like he was getting so here was the deal. Mr. Ford was not prepared as he was supposed to be.
Correct.
Okay, so it came time for us to take the stage. He didn't have anything unpacked or set up. Okay,
which is weird because we had several hours.
Yeah,
I'm talking hours. This is not an exaggeration.
We're talking like 5 hours to have stuff set up. Anyway, this older lady, is standing right at the edge of the stage, hammered. Okay, she's had plenty to drink that
She's
day.
been there for hours.
Yeah, getting hammered. Okay, she just play already, just play. Well, he's all nervous, fumbling all over himself. And he ends up dropping his guitar on the stage, strings down first. The whole thing goes out of tune. He starts to just take off playing with the whole guitar out of tune. I was like, no, dude, stop.
Stop.
Take it easy.
Tune your guitar.
Okay? Forget what they think, okay? Here's the thing. We're the best band here. Tune your guitar. We're going to play our best music, and we're going to be fine. Guess what? We got second place.
We got crowd favorite too.
We got crowd favorite.
We got crowd favorite and second place in the overall competition. So
yeah, like,
and there was like 9 bands that day. So
the thing is if you can go up there and be like, look, I know that I'm maybe not the best player, even here, and definitely not the best in the world. If you go in with that attitude, look, man, I'm prepared, I'm set up, and it's all that pre-show stuff, right? Make sure your gear's set up. Like if you guys are playing in a band. Okay, when you guys load all your stuff out of your car, trailer, or bus, or whatever you have, okay, so get it set up in your green room or wherever they're having you put your equipment. Take your cab, okay, if you're a guitar player, put your head on top of your cab. Hook the wires up. You can carry with 2 people your cab with your head on top of it onto stage. They're already hooked up.
If you're smart, you'll have casters on your cab too. Easy.
The only thing that you have to do is plug in a power cord, plug in your guitar, and plug in your pedals. That's it. And have your pedals set up and already like chained together like they're supposed to be. Give them power and then hook your ends in. That's it. You get onto stage, you're already ready to go. You're not stressed about setting up. You're in this mind state of, I have my shit together. I can play the show. This is going to be the best show. Like,
let me tell you too, from someone who's been the beginner to someone who is now, I would consider myself very seasoned, and if I show up to a show, I can load in and load out in under 15 minutes. Like my rig is that way. You should, and there will be somebody at that venue or that show who is better than you. Probably, most likely, 95 to 100% of the time, someone there is better than you, has done it more times, can probably play better than you, has better gear than you, has been doing it longer than you. You should, like Chris said, you should roll into that venue, even if it's your second, third, fourth, first show, whatever it is. You should roll in there like you are trying to be better than the person better than you. There is always someone better than you. Remember that.
Now, that doesn't mean be a dick.
No, that doesn't mean roll in and be an asshole. That means roll in and be as professional as the professional that's been there 100 times, right? Like, you want to represent that way.
Here's something weird. Okay, you guys.
That doesn't mean buy the expensive gear. That just means have your shit set up properly and just do it professionally.
Here's one of the things you guys are like, why? Chris, that's so weird. Every time before a show, okay, I have the cargo trailer and I have the truck. I always wash the truck and wash the trailer before a show because I'm like, look, when I roll up, I want to, number one, I don't really care what other people think. Okay, I don't care. They're like, oh, they don't have a tour bus. Well, whatever. I don't need one. Okay, but for me, it makes me feel good knowing that I'm coming in, I've taken care of my stuff, and my truck looks good. The trailer looks
clean.
Good. Everything's clean. And it's all those little, like the little details, okay, that helps you because when you're trying to get into this state of mind where it's, trying to shut down that self-critic, the more things that you have to think about when you get to the venue, the less time you're going to have to actually hype yourself up and shut down that inner critic. Yep. So you want to make sure that, hey, your gear's together, the truck's washed. Anytime you go to a car wash, you feel good, man. You're rolling around town like, yeah, bro. Got the window down. You got your brand new EP playing in the radio. Like you just feel good.
You just have to present yourself. Just
That's
present
it.
yourself like you're going to a job interview or something, like every show's an interview, and people are interviewing you and deciding whether they like you or not. And what's going to help them like you is if you present yourself like a goddamn professional and don't show up like an asshole, and don't be an asshole there.
Yeah.
Like show up like the pros that are there that are doing it and that have
if
been
you
doing
notice, anytime before Upchurch goes to a show, he always has a video on his Instagram. Yeah, we're getting a truck washed today. We're about to go over to Tennessee, play a show, and he hooks up his, Chase Matthew trailer, and the trailer's clean, the truck is clean. He's washed. He does all the same stuff we do.
Got to look good, man. You got to represent.
And it's not only about looking good, but it's about making yourself feel good before you get there.
It's a representation thing. If you roll into a place looking clean and well set up, man, it makes you feel better about being there in general.
Yeah.
It's just
Big
human
facts.
nature, man. That's how it works.
Dope. Why would you be in any other mindset? When you touch that mic, it's like you're the greatest on the planet, and that's the only mindset that, in my opinion, is going to allow you to put your best foot forward.
With positive self-talk, he boosts his confidence and helps calm the inner critic part of his brain to allow him to tap into flow going into a performance. Now, you can't just become a god of improvisation without years of practice. Mastering any skill, be it freestyle rapping, dancing, playing a musical instrument, or even becoming a comedian, takes many years of practice. Author Malcolm Gladwell states in his book Outliers that it takes, on average, 10,000 hours to master a skill.
Yep.
Of course, this number is only an average. It can take less time for people who have a natural inclination toward a skill, or if the practice is consistently high quality. So what can we learn from the neuroscience behind improvisation? How can we apply it to our own creative pursuits? If you want to generate artistic content more spontaneously, like Harry Mack, the key, in addition to years of practice, is to turn off that self-critic inside of your brain and not to take yourself too seriously. As poet Eric Hansen wrote, "There is freedom waiting for you on the breezes of the sky, and you ask, what if I fall? Oh, but my darling, what if you fly?"
Boom.
This is Neurogal MD, and thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more incredible content about the brain. We'll catch you next time. Bye.
There it is.
Boom, right there.
And if you notice, if you were on Instagram, 2 days ago, Skulls actually posted a screenshot of that quote to his Instagram story.
Years
Yeah.
of practice.
Yep.
Years of practice. And when she says practice, she doesn't mean years of learning how to rhyme words with other words. She means years of learning how to shut off that self-critic and be comfortable with himself enough that he can just start talking and not be worried about what's coming out, to the point where he doesn't have to worry about what's coming out of his mouth. All he has to do is filter out the next rhyme that's coming down the chain, similar to like a Tetris effect. And as long as that fits the frame, then it just moves through, man. It's
and I mean, the Do is another fantastic example.
Yes.
Like, here's the thing. The Do has had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours on that guitar, but through that, he has practiced putting down that self-critic.
Yes.
Like,
thousands and thousands and thousands. So Malcolm Gladwell, I was going to reference him at the beginning of this episode, actually, when I was talking about like Joe Rogan and things like that. Malcolm Gladwell is another fantastic author. Outliers, The Tipping Point. Which other one? God, now I can't fucking think about it. I've referenced it on our show before. Anyways, he's a great author. Watch some of his stuff. So 10,000 hours. 10,000 hours. 24 hours in a day.
divided by 24. Yep.
416 days.
Full days.
And I'm talking
24-hour
no
days.
breaks, no rest. You don't shit, you don't piss, you don't eat.
So let's
basically 417 because it's 416, 616, 7.
So let's say that you theoretically sleep 12 hours a day, you're awake 12 hours a day. So let's divide that by 12.
Okay. Divide by 12.
Okay, so that is or wait, did I have to do times 2?
No. So we do 417, and then you would times it by 2 because 417.
Oh yeah,
so,
yeah, because you're stretching it out.
Because you're stretching it out by half days,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now you're looking at 834 days.
Yeah.
Half days, 12
Yeah.
hours a day.
Yeah.
So 12 hours a day, 834 days, 12 hours, no breaks, no rest, no food, no sleep. 12 hours.
So let's say a lot of people go, you should practice 1 to 2 hours a day. How many days is that going to take?
I can't even, you can't, 8,340 days, I think, if you divide that by 1 or whatever it is. Maybe 83,000 days. I don't know what it is, but.
Literally years.
834,000. I don't know what it is, you guys.
So here's the thing. There's 365 days in a year.
Right.
You go ahead and take that number, divide it by 365.
Or do I times it by 365?
No, you divide it by 365.
I don't know math.
That'll tell you how many years 834 is.
Dog's barking. That's unusual. Anyway,
right? So how many years is 834 days? That's what we're trying to find out.
Okay. So
divide
by
365.
Okay, that's 2.5 years.
Yeah.
2.25 years.
So if you spend 12 hours a day, every day for 2.5 years, you
nonstop for 12 hours. I'm not kidding.
You can do what the Do and Harry Mack does.
Non-stop for 12 hours. When the stopwatch
wild.
starts at 12 p.m., it does not stop until 12 a.m., and you don't do anything but scales. You run scales, and you run scales.
Well, not necessarily.
I mean,
but like
one of your days, you run scales for 12 hours. If you ran scales, if you ran nothing but Mixolydian scales for 12 hours, literally nothing but up and down, up and down. First of all, your hand would be shredded to a bloody stub by the end of the day. Second of all, you would be starved and pissed off at everything around you.
Well, and not to mention, okay, that's quality practice time.
That's what I mean.
That's not even like I went for 12 for my 12 hours of practice today. I went ahead and just learned some cover songs.
No,
which I mean, okay, that's part of quality practice. But like, okay, did you work on your dexterity? Did you make sure that your form was correct? Did you make sure that your finger picking was
for 12 solid hours a day? You sit in a chair the proper way, and you have sheet music in front of you, 6 or 7 pages or whatever it is.
Of whatever
and for
you're doing.
12 hours, you review and go over. You don't ever stop. Once one stops, you give it 4 to 8 bars in between the next one. And you're back into the next one. And you just keep going over and over and over. You could do that with scales, Mixolydian scales, Phrygian scales, Ionian scales.
And that makes sense as to why the Do, if we specifically talk about the Do, it makes sense as to why he knows so many songs. He's like, oh yeah, I can play that song. And he just does it. Like, there's very few that he actually has to sit there and go, oh, can I listen to that real quick? Like, it's because he's put 12 hours a day and 2.5 years worth of holy shit.
And see, he's divided his out. He's been at it for like 10 years or something like that, right? So like he's divided his out over how many hours a day for 10 years to make it to where, which is like most of us, right? Like I've been playing drums for 20 years.
Practice for 12 hours a day.
I've been playing drums for 20 years. That's why I can sit down in a drum set and bang out a beat. You know what I mean? It takes nothing. That's because I've done it he's taken out 500 transmissions. He can do it in an hour. Like it takes nothing because he knows how to do it.
Yeah.
It's all in practice, but some of it comes from, like she said, natural ability. She nailed it. It's 10% natural talent and 90% hard work and dedication and commitment. Yeah. That's literally the formula for being professional at anything.
No, that's so wild to me. Literally, you use less of your brain to do what these guys do. That
disconnect.
That has just broken.
Shut your brain off to be faster, because your brain goes through a system of checks. Turn the checks off, dude. Don't worry about it. Send them through. We'll deal with the paperwork later. Just send them through. Let's go, dude. Front of the line. Like
that's like building a race car going to tune. Fuck it, dude.
No, dude. Look it. Timing gun. It's on. Go. Send it. Let's go. Send it down the. I don't know. Like
holy shit. That's wild to me.
Take the heat. Send him down. I'll take the heat later. Let's go. Send it. Like that's what his brain is doing. It's crazy.
How many subscribers she at?
9.5. Oh wait, I lied.
21,000.
Really? That's old. That's it.
Man, she deserves so much more.
I feel like we're
this video has a shitload of views, though. God damn.
It does. Good for her. Good for her.
Well, I tell you what, guys, go support her channel. Let her know that we sent you. Okay.
This is Neurogal MD. I think she said her name was Anna. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
So go check out her channel. Show her some love. Like watch some of her other videos. I know I'm going to.
Yeah.
Like, this
that was cool. That was a good breakdown.
Just been. In fact, our comments right there on the top.
Oh, look at that.
Matt and I definitely want to feature this reaction on our channel because we have sat there during so many reactions asking ourselves, how does he do it? What's the science? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for
such a
deep dive. Jesus Christ, I need to type better. For such a deep dive into what happens scientifically. Much love from the 307. So yeah, that's the comment we left. If you guys want to go and leave a thumbs up on that comment or even comment on that comment, I'm sure it'll get our attention. But
for sure.
Yeah, check out our channel, show us some love. I give that a 5 out of 5.
That was awesome.
Hats.
Yeah,
like,
not
that was
even
great. That it deserves a rating, but
that was fantastic. That was awesome all around.
Wow, guys, never stop learning.
Yeah,
that's something
always.
I'm going through with my uncle right now. I swear to God, dude. I check your oil. He goes, I don't know how. Danny, you have been on this planet for 52 years and you don't know how to check your oil? I'm going to rip my dick off and throw it across the street. I swear to God, dude.
We're both musicians, and we consider ourselves pretty well seasoned in that area of our lives. But however, we learn new stuff literally every single day. Yeah. Glenn Fricker, Fluff, Neurogal MD now from learning this stuff. You learn so much from these people. It's absolutely insane. So keep learning, everybody. Keep asking why and keep learning.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
Well, if you guys like this episode as much as we did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, click the bell, become part of the notification gang. And with that, we'll see you guys next time. My brain
is fried, dude. I can't.
Bow. Shut her down, bro.
I gotta shut down my neural cortex. Whatever the fuck that thing is. Oh, God.